Good morning, everyone, and welcome again to another day of Saturday morning's kids class. We are happy that you're able to join us today. We know that this is certainly a very unusual time that we're experiencing, but we appreciate you joining in as we still engage each other in a virtual manner. And so thank you for joining. We had a very great class last weekend conducted by Sensei Paul. If you weren't able to join us, you missed a good treat. And hopefully, as we go through this process now, you'll be able to join in on Saturdays as we normally would when we were coming here to the dojo. That being said, we will go ahead and get started. We will begin by bowing in to the flag here together. And to each other. All right, very good. Well, let's go ahead and start by rotating our heads. Nice and slow. Full 360 and reverse. Okay, just kind of get warm up and loosen up. Back and forth. Look left, look right. Ear to shoulder. All right, very good. Rotate your shoulders now, backwards and reverse. Rotate your shoulders backwards and reverse. Now forward. Rotate your shoulders forward. Rotate your arms now forward. Really get those shoulders loosened, the arms warmed up, and reverse now, reverse rotation. Bigger circles. And as you do this, think about your breathing, because you want to be breathing as much as you can, maximally. All right, very good, very good. All right, now let's rotate, kind of shift back and forth, twisting here from left to right. Let the arms flop. Let the arms flop as though you're acting almost like a washing machine would do. Okay, just let the arms flop, be nice and loose and relax. All right, very good. Now go ahead and rotate the hips, rotate the hips. Full 360, rotate the hips. Get the hips nice and loose as well. And reverse. As you rotate, just try and think about keeping your head as stable as you can, not having it rotate and flop all over the place. Look straight ahead, let those hips engage in terms of the rotation, and you're in good shape. Now, what we're gonna do is go ahead and take what we call a rectangular stance, and I want you to sink down. Place your hands on your hips, and now we're gonna do 20 squats together, Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very good, very good. Shake out the legs, take out your legs right here. Now, look down. I'm gonna start with the right. Take the right ball of your foot. Make sure that only the ball is touching, and we're going to rotate the ankle. Rotate the right ankle. Rotate. And reverse rotation now with the ankle. Reverse rotation with the ankle. Just at your own pace, no need to rush. Everything is just warming up, just warming the body up to do some of the things that we're working on here this morning. Now, let's go ahead and lift the right leg and rotate. Okay, this is what we call a kicking stance kind of position. Again, just warming up the muscles, waking them up because they've been asleep all night. And reverse, reverse, reverse rotation, reverse rotation. Now, big rotation with the thigh, big rotation with the thigh. Rotate, rotate. Very good. Now, reverse rotation, reverse rotation. Big circles, reverse rotation. Come back to a nice kicking stance and down. Okay, that leg gets nice and loosened. And now we're going to move over to the left side. Okay, left ball of the foot is out and rotate the left ankle now. Rotate the left ankle. Rotate. And reverse, reverse rotation. Reverse rotation right here, reverse. Very good. As we do this, you should begin to feel a little bit looser. Here we go. Now lift, lift the left leg. Now rotate the left leg. Still warming the body as we move forward. Reverse, reverse, reverse rotation. Big circles, big circles, big circles, big circles. Reverse, reverse rotation. Reverse rotation, stop and down. Now she got both legs. Should be nice and loose. All right, from here, what we want to do is go ahead and we're gonna do 10 push-ups. So we'll get down. All right, nice kind of plank position right here. Push-up position, keep the head up, looking straight ahead. And here we go with the count. Down, 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Return to your feet. Check out the legs, the arms. All right, everything should be much looser now. All right, here we go. We're gonna wrap up this portion of the warm-up with about 20 jumping jacks. Here we go, jumping jacks. 5, 10, 15, 20. Very good, very good, very good. Now shake out the arms, nice and loose. Again, make sure the body is nice and loose. Arms, the legs. All right, very good. At this point, we're going to move forward. What I want you to do is go ahead, take a rectangular stance right here, hands in guard position, and I want you to now lunge to your right. Lunge to your right, lunge to your right, lunge to your right. Okay, very good. Shift, lunge now to your left. Switch, lunge again to your right. Switch, lunge once more to your left. Try and deepen that lunge every time. Switch last time now to the right. Sink down into that lunge. Last time now to the left. Last time now to the left. Sink down. Right here, very good. Very good, shake it out again. All right, so as just a reminder, we're in a very small space. We cannot move broadly. So everything is gonna be tight. We'll be moving in a very confined area. And so we won't be doing a whole lot of kata in this case, but we're going to do some routines that will be part of our foundation. And it will certainly allow you to enhance what you already know and what we've been working on throughout. Okay, let's go ahead and get the legs warm for a little bit more kicking routine. And so we're gonna do this since I'm facing you square on. We're gonna go back now. We just did the lunge position. And this time we're gonna do the same thing, only we're going to now add what I call a warming exercise for your legs preparing itself to do kicks. Okay, so here we go. Take a rectangular stance, and what I want you to do is we're going to be lunging here. In this case, we're going to be turning to our right, perhaps your left, but I want you to open that right foot. All right, you got to turn and rotate the hips. On 1, you open the right foot. On 2, you come up to a kicking stance. On 3, you extend. On 4, you bring back to a kicking stance. On 5, you're down, and you're going to rotate all the way over back to this rectangular stance. All right, now to the other side. On 1, you open. On 2, you come up, kicking stance. On 3, you extend out. On 4, you're back. And on 5, you land to a kicking stance, to a rectangular stance. Okay, again, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 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 One more to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You return to a rectangular stance. Now, we can do a lot more of those, but because of our very shortened time frame, we won't have time to go through the routine. But the whole idea is to prepare the legs for doing actual kicks and full speed. This warms the muscles without running into a point of perhaps pulling anything or injuring yourself because the muscles are not warm, they're not stretched. Also, it allows you a chance to strengthen the muscles because you're having to hold that position just a little bit longer than what you normally would. And you're also working on your balance, control of that kick in terms of extending the legs out, focusing on what you're doing. All right, so we're going to start now. We're going to put some things together using this routine as a kind of a foundation for what we want to do. Okay, so I'm just going to get started right here in just a plain natural stance. I want you to find your center point, okay, your focus point. My solar plex level, which is right about here, that becomes now my square. We'll make a square right here with our hands. All right, and then if I drop down to a rectangular stance right here, then it's pretty much just below my eyes, kind of like at my head level or face level. What I want to do is now pull back the left. Notice how my pull back the right. Notice how my left hand kind of goes right to the solar plex level, which is right here. That's my center. It's not over here. My center is directly right here. So that's where I want to be punching. All right, so let's take a couple of punches here. One slowly at a time. One at a time, slowly. Here we go. Right punch comes out. Last second twist, okay? I'm punching at that center level using my own body, okay? The reaction arm comes out, and last second twist right here. All while we're maintaining a rectangular stance. One more. And last time. Letting the reaction arm, the punch that's coming out is really just grazing the ribs, but you're punching directly to your center, and you're punching on a straight line. It's good to have good focus and good aim as you're doing this, so you should be looking directly between the two biggest knuckles on each of your punches that you do, all right? So that's what we're gonna do right there in terms of the punches. But what I want to do is also engage then us using our hips, getting offline, and then of course I wanna practice also safety in terms of doing this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back with that punch that we just did, and now we're going to be punching, but we're going to also come back, load up for a middle block, an inner middle block. As we load right here, we're still in rectangular stance, But as we get ready to go back now to that lunge that we were just doing earlier, what I want to do, what I want you to do is from this position right here, open that right leg. When you open, you're going to execute an inner middle block while getting off center at the same time. And again, thrusting those hips into the technique that you're doing, So from that punch again, you punch in rectangular stance, you load in rectangular stance, open that foot, twist and turn, getting off the center. And as you execute that block, you're pushing off the hips and you're also sinking into the stance. Now, again, what this is doing for me, 3 things I want you to be aware of. First of all, you're practicing power because you're executing your hips. You're engaging the hips, pushing off that real leg, putting the hips into the technique that you're doing. Thirdly, you're practicing safety because now you're rotating your hips so that you don't twist your back or you twist your spine and injure yourself. So you're rotating, and so when you sink into that forward stance, you sink into it, and you can see the body just sink right into it, so it gets nice and relaxed. And then, of course, thirdly, you're getting off line. My center is right here. Now, it has changed because now it's here and not here as it was before. So those 3 things, power, safety, and offline. So you're avoiding an oncoming technique. So let's put this together just in terms of the punch and the inner middle block, Here we go. Go ahead and take that rectangular stance. Left punch is out right here. All right, we'll swap it out real quick right here with the right punch. But now what we want to do is punch left and rectangular stance, pull back, load, and now open up that right foot, and right here. So notice how I'm punching and blocking and pushing off and twisting. Here we go. Rectangular stance, load, right here. Again, inner middle block. Punch, load, one more. All right, so you get an example or get an idea of what we're doing. All right, so again, engaging, avoiding, practicing safety, power, while executing the technique, Now, we did a little time earlier, spent a little time engaging and practicing the kick itself. So now what we're gonna do is go back and plug that kick in. We'll start slowly in terms of the drill that we just did. Here we go. Go ahead and take that rectangular stance. Right punch is out. And again, we're going to punch, load, right here, open, one, block, right here. And remember, now the leg comes up. We want to take control right here, kick, come back, rectangular stance, punch, okay? Load, block, grab, kick, punch, one. One more. So you see the routine. Again, you can do a number of these and really work up a nice workout, sweating, stamina, breath. At this point, let's go ahead and do what we call a first breathing. Here we go. In, out. Again. In, out. Once more. In, out. Replaces air very quickly in the lungs so that now you can utilize the lungs in its fullest capacity quicker. Now, here we go with the second breathing. In and out. Here, we're engaging the lungs, but we're also maximizing full circulation of the blood flow throughout the body. So it goes throughout the extremities, the cavity, the extremes, your legs, arms, everything. So it's maximizing the blood flow and your breathing. And of course, it's reviving your body as you move forward. All right, let's do a quick water break, and I will be right back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
Actually, yeah, I can't figure out how to do the chat because on my phone,
Let's see, more, should be more.
yeah,
Okay.
because the tech person's supposed to like do the chat on their phone, but I don't see.
Let's see it. I know it normally. Let's see. I know it would normally come up.
Maybe it doesn't on mine.
Let's
Maybe
it should. It should come. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. If you, oops. I'm going up. Hold on. Let me do that. Let's see. Let's go back to the main. Now go back to Zoom.
Okay.
That might be that chat right there. Let's see.
That's
that message. Okay. All right.
Messages.
Yes. Go back to the Zoom.
Let's see.
Should be. Is it there?
I'll have to look it up here.
Okay. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just touch that icon. Just hit Zoom again. Yeah.
There we go.
It normally, Paul, would.
Yeah, there's normally would be a chat.
Let's see.
Icon.
Let's see if you hit share. Let's see. Because I've seen chat. Definitely seen it.
Well, we'll work it out next week.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely. Okay. Very good. We're back. We are back. We have, and it's amazing as to how fast time really flows when you're having fun. We have perhaps about 5 minutes yet left in class, and I hope you've gotten something from this morning's class. But anyway, I wanted to spend the last few minutes. Let's go ahead and we're going to hop now to a rectangular stance, and we're going to do about 20 punches as fast as you can. Here we go. Hop to a rectangular stance, punch on 1 all the way up through 20. Here we go. Again. And once more. Very good. Return natural sense. So the routine that we just did can be applied to other blocks. You can punch right here. You can load now for a low block, utilizing the same drill that we just did. Kick, come back, boom, boom, block. Or you might want to exercise or execute a rising block. Here we go. Load for the rising, right here. It's the same thing. You can mix and match these techniques however you want. Also, we do a lot of soft style, and you can do and execute the same thing. When we do soft style, it doesn't in fact involve a whole lot of head-to-head type stuff, but it also involves a lot of avoidance. So again, we were getting offline by lunging and twisting the body, but we can also get offline or change the center just by turning and letting that oncoming technique pass right by you. Even if I didn't do a punch, I could just avoid. And then maybe at that point, I would want to come back with a chop, inside chop, okay? But we're not going to do that drill this time around just because we don't have as much time remaining. But the whole point here is for you to take these drills with these techniques. You can mix them up however you want. Matter of fact, one other modification, you've just punched, you come back, you block, let's say you don't want to do a full snap kick. Well, you can come here and do a knee kick, and you come back and do the same drill. All right, so again, block, knee kick right here, and punch. So you can mix and match these techniques however you want. And that's just something for our students to build upon and rely on and think about as you grow and elevate in the style itself. And of course, as we go through this very interesting time, it is hard sometimes not to see each other and get together and be social and work out together and give high fives and congratulations. Of course, seeing the kids run around and do Dragon Run, because that is always a highlight for the instructors and myself to see. We miss all of that, but we want you to be safe. And so going through this challenging time of being more or less confined to your homes and to your yards and maybe to your immediate communities, it is important for us to all remember the 3O principle: open mind, open arms, and open heart. We have to maintain an open mind about why it is we're doing what we're doing, and that's to be safe and keep yourself safe, but also those loved ones and those friends and everyone else in the community safe as well, because we don't want anyone getting sick. At the same time, we have the opportunity, even in this virtual situation, to do an open arms. I can embrace you just by symbolizing, embracing each other. Because again, that is what one of the principles that Kung Nu is actually built upon. And then, of course, an open heart. You're not far away, because I think as a family, we keep each other in our hearts, individually, collectively. And so we have to really build upon and think about those things as we go through this routine of continuing to engage, even though we're not physically together in a class in oneness. We can also be together in oneness virtually or online, as we are right now. With that said, I think that is about all the time that we have for this session. Thank you for being here. I want to certainly thank Sensei Paul, who is working the camera. There he is, right there. You're welcome. And I want to thank all of those who dialed in to join us this morning, and we hope that you will continue. We are doing it for you, but we're also getting a lot out of it ourselves, because this is the first time that we've done this particular aspect of teaching online. And so it's giving us a new tool. It's giving us a new way of doing things. And so it's an experience. I hope it's positive for you. It is certainly positive for me. And we'll get together again next Saturday. Between now and then, please stay safe. And we're going to get ready now to bow out. Go ahead and turn to your right, okay, and straighten your belt, your gi, and now back to the left. And we're now prepared to bow out together. Here we go. Here we go. And together. Thank you. Have a great weekend.